So today we'll go through the class on DI based on percentages, right? So if we see, you know, if we see that DI, in the last class I've told you there are basically two broad categories. We say DI based on averages and DI based on percentages. Average we will do it in the next class. This class is you know percentages, right? This class is on DI based on percentages. So in percentages, primarily we do three type of calculation, right? One is A as a percentage of B. So what do we mean by A as a percentage of B? So it means A by B into 100. It's very similar to the marks that you calculate in your college or school or at 10th class or any class. Like for example, you got 400 out of 500. So you can say 400 upon 500 into 100, so I got 80%, right? So this is the way we do this calculation, right? This is very basic thing, but many questions in CAD you will get, you need to do this type of calculation. So you should be very good at fractions to crack this, right? You please attend a class on fractions or watch video on that, so where we are able to crack, okay, what will be 3 by 7, what will be 5 by 8, what will be 23 upon 49. So this type of fractions you should be able to convert to percentages if you really want to score good in your DI and want to save time, right? Though some students say sir कैट में अभी तो कैलकुलेटर हो गया है यार, कैलकुलेशन नहीं करना। भाई कैट में हो गया है, जेड का क्या करोगे, स्नैप का क्या करोगे, IFT का क्या करोगे? एंड एट द सेम टाइम इफ कैलकुलेटर इज गिवन, आप मान के चलिए कि इतना टाइम नहीं होता कि कैलकुलेटर को यूज करें, right? Second thing, right, you have to use it with mouse, so it's not very easy to use calculator with mouse. Still, if you require, you can use the mouse also, right? I will be also sharing some fraction videos also, right? Or you can get it from YouTube also, or you this fraction will also be covered in the class on your percentages, right? So second type of calculation is, so in this we have two type of calculation. One is the exact calculation like this, another is the approximate calculation in this. So if we say 23 upon 49, what will be this value? This value will be somewhere around 40, somewhere around 47, 46, 47%. Now how I reached 47%, I will tell you in a short while. Just try to calculate 23 by 49. What will be this value? Just take 1 minute and calculate this value by whichever means you are able to calculate. Then I will tell you how to do it fast, right? Right. See, guys, let us assume this is 23 by 50. तो क्या मेरा आंसर 46 आता? जी बिल्कुल आता 46. Now what we have done is, हमने क्या किया इसमें, हमने 46 नहीं, 50 नहीं लिया, 50 की जगह क्या ले लिया, 50 की जगह क्या ले लिया, बताओ, 49 ले लिया. सो आई हैव रिड्यूस्ड माई बेस बाय 2%. सो माई दिस वैल्यू शुड इंक्रीज बाय 2%. सो माई आंसर शुड बी 46.92 if I go by this logic. And if you want to know the right answer, you may use calculator to find 46.93. So guys, you can see we are very close to the exact value, right? What is this funda? A as a percentage of B. See, if there is a value at denominator, there is a value at denominator, so you have to divide it to get the value. But if you are not able to divide, try to reach the nearest possible value. Let us say 37 upon 69. Can you find it out? Then I will tell you how to get the approximate answer. Yes, can you try to find it out? Okay, 54. Sir, could you repeat that? 23 by 49. I will just do that. Don't worry. Vijay says, Udit Fellor says 0.54. Yes, very much right. You are very close. So the answer is 0.53, right? 0.53 or 54, both are perfectly fine. First, let me explain this thing. Uh, See, 23 upon 49 we have to calculate. अगर ये 23 by 50 होता, let us say if it is 23 by 50, then my answer is 40%, 46. Is it clear to everyone? This fraction you should be knowing. But see, I have 49, so I have increased my value by, I have decreased my base by 2%. Yes, no. So my this value should increase by 2%, right? See, it's an approximate change. It's not an absolute right answer. It's just an approximate change, right? So it is 46.92, whereas the right answer is. So if we want to see for this, see, I want to reach to the nearest fraction. What I can do is I can make it 37.70, right? So 37.7, I know it is 5 because 35. Then I'm left with how much? 2. I'm left with 2. So 2 by 7 is approximately how much? 2.8. So 52.8 is my answer if I want to calculate 37 by 70. But my answer actually here is how much? Can you tell me? It is 69. So I am increasing my value by 1%, right? This should be actually 1% more. So I have to increase 1%, which is 0.5 here, approximately 0.5. My answer should be 53.3. Okay, guys? So if I want to know the right answer or maybe the exact answer is 53.6, right? I'm talking in percentage term, right? I'm talking in percent. So this level of accuracy is more than enough. This you will get to know by practice. Is it clear to everyone? I'm moving to the second type of calculation. Okay, Saurav says got it. Saurav, 37 by 74. Yes, we can calculate 37 by 74 also, as Shubham Sharma said. So 37 by 74 will be, how much it will be? It will be 50%. Now I have to see that 37 by 70, I have to 74. I was, calculating 37 by 69. So I go 5 here, right? I am moving 5 here. So this would be 50%. Are you getting it? So if I am moving 5 on 74, how much I would, 5 on 74, how much I will be moving on? How much I will be moving on? 50. So if 74 is 5, which is approximately 6%, so it will be 53%, right? Whichever way you do, you should be able to understand this concept. I hope this is clear. I'm going to the second part of it. Now see what A percentage of B. A percentage B, we use it when you go and do shopping. You say 20% off. Oh my God, 20% off. I want to buy. Or you say it is 40% off. Sometimes they, lower you by offering 40 plus 40% off, right? 40 plus 40% off. This is a separate discussion. Just to tell you that this is 40%. Then whatever is remained, right? 40% of that. So but we are right now we are talking about the single calculation, which is your some percentage of something. Like, so if the MRP is 325 and you need 20, there is 20% off, so you will subtract 65 from this, right? So this value will become 260. Got it? Then then percentage change. So it was like, this is one of the very common value calculation that we do. For example, this is 460, then it becomes 520. So your change is 60 upon 460, right? So here you can calculate the percentage, right? And if it is other way around, 520 is becoming 460, so it will be 60 upon 520. So this way, guys, the answer will be different, right? Because here we will use base this, here we will use basis. You have to see whether it is increasing from this point this, or it is decreasing from this point this. We need to take the starting point as the base. Is it clear to everyone? Himanshu says how to find 50%. This you will get with practice. Like he is still on the last question. Let me take the last question again. This was 37 upon 69. This is what we have to calculate. 37 upon 69. Now I can take any value which I am comfortable calculating it. See guys, you can take any value, but the closer it is the better it is, right? जितना ज्यादा क्लोज होगा उतना ज्यादा आंसर एक्यूरेट आएगा. जैसे इसको एक और मेथड से कर सकते हैं बेटा. 69 है ना, इसका हाफ हो गया 34.5. so are you getting it? Half of 69 is 34.5. so you can say this is 50% plus how much we are left with? How much we are left with? 3.5 or 2.5 upon 69. So this can be very well approximated to 3.5. Right? Yes, no? So answer is 53. Right? Number of ways we can do that. So, okay, done with the percentage change. Then is share of one or more item. Right? If you have to find the share of one or more item. So this is usually like you are given A is equal to 370, right? B is equal to 560, right? C is equal to 480 and D is equal to 160 and let us say E is equal to 570. So you have to find the share of C. Please find the share of C here, right? Can you do it quickly? Find the share of C. Those who have recently joined, just go ahead with this question and we'll cover on the way, right? Vijay, I think you are using calculator. Everyone should answer. Each one of you should answer. Otherwise 29.72 is not possible without calculator. Everyone should answer. भाई सब लोग आंसर करोगे तभी तो पता लगेगा और फटाफट किया करो. Aditya says yes, yes. Siddharth, what is your doubt? Siddharth is asking very interesting question. He is asking, how many questions we need to get right in exam to get 99 percentile. Siddharth, this depends. First answer is this depends on the level of DILR questions you get, right? Let us assume last 3 years में जो DILR आ रहा है, right? वैसा क्वेश्चन आता है तो 99 के लिए 3 sets are more than enough, right? We will have this discussion at the end of the session. Let us go ahead with the session, right? No more questions related to strategy. The questions should be related to the class only now. Okay, see, this question most of you would be doing number of ways, right? Those who have calculated 22, very good, but I fear how you calculated 22. either you summed up all the numbers, right? Can we do that? Right, this will be 0, and then 7 6 3 13, 13 and 7 20, 20 and 14 you are 34, so we'll write 4 over here. 3 will be carry 8, 8 and 10 18, and 3 2140 is my total sum. So 480 upon 2140 is my answer, right? So if I see this is something around 22%, right? I can calculate exact also. If I cut it with 2, it will be 24 divided by 107, and then I can subtract 7% from this to get my answer, right? ये दोबारा देख लो भाई, यहां से 7% उड़ा दो इसमें से, right? You can take 7% out from 24. 24 sevens are 168, so you may take 1.68 or 1.7 out from this, so answer will be 22.3%, right? Got it, everyone? Now, this approach is traditional approach, but it is time consuming. Right? So 22% is the approximate answer. But how to do it in examination, right? Exam में भाई कैसे करेंगे इसको, right? First we have to see how far our options are, right? If options are far away, what I can do is I can simply see this is rank 1, this is rank 2, this is rank 3, this is rank 4, this is rank 5. So my rank 3 is the middle rank, so this value should be near 20%. My middle rank is always near 20%, right? It is like pizza approach. I will explain in a short while, right? Now if I have to find the rank of share of this E, it will be slightly higher than that. It will be, let us say, 30%, 28%, 29%. If I calculate to the rank of value of the fourth rank, it will be 16, 17%, right? If I calculate the rank, this percentage of this, it will be around 10% or maybe less than that also, right? So if we arrange the values in ascending order, right? If we arrange the values in descending order, sorry, so the highest value will have the highest share, the lowest value will have the lowest share, and the middle value will have a share which is very near to average. Got it, everyone? Okay. Then I will give you, share of share. Can you give me example of share of share? Okay, Hari Ganeshan says how you remove 7% directly. See, Ganeshan, it is like, technically it is 24,107. So if I want to make it 100, see, actually I have to remove 7 by 107 into 100%, right? Which would be approximately 6.5%, right? Approximately 6.5%. So I can simply take up to 10. I can simply take that value to be the nearest value. So I will just take 10%, 7%, 6.5%. This you will get with approximation, right? Now share of share. What do we mean by share of share? Guys, share of share means we have, for example, Maruti is there. So Maruti is having share among all the competitors, right? Hyundai is there, your Tata is there, Mahindra is there. So there are many companies. So let us say this is the share of Maruti. And then within Maruti, we have different type of cars, right? We have Baleno, we have, this thing. Let us say this is your, Swift, right? And this is your Desire, right? This is your Wagoner, right? And this is your maybe Baleno, and this is others, right? So this is Maruti, this is Tata, and this may be your Hyundai, or this may be some other A, or this is others, right? Now when we are calculating share of share, let us say Maruti has 40% market share and Swift is 40% of Maruti. So if I want to calculate the share of Swift, so it will be 40% of 40%, which is 16%. This is what we mean by share of share, right? Now then, percentage change over the years, I have explained it in the last class also. Here I am explaining specifically because this class is on DI based on percentages. See, we have some values over the years. We will say the change in growth rate, right? We'll say the percentage change over the years. Here we do this calculation, right? And there are three growth rates. I will explain in a short while: simple annual growth rate, compound annual growth rate, and annual average growth rate. Let us first move to one question. Yes, middle value would always be 20%. Not always, it will be near 20%, guys. Right? It will be near 20% because the middle value, if it is a the data is not varying much, so then it will be, oh yeah, Aditya, I forgot Alto, right? It is one of the highest selling car, right? It's anyhow, it's an hypothetical. Let us move to one question. So, no, what you have to do is you have to find the capacity utilization for each company. What is the total utilized capacity? Find the average capacity utilization, right? Please try to do this. Find the capacity utilization. So you do first question only, and then you do your. You can skip these two questions because we are not doing this today. We are doing percentages. Then you talk about the percentage unutilized capacity, right? Percentage unutilized capacity. One is the capacity utilization for each company, and the second question is percentage unutilized. Guys, try to find capacity utilization for each of the company, right? Production is given to you, and then your production capacity is given to you. You may just assume the values, right? I will not be worrying much upon the values. If you do 10 plus minus, then it will not be an issue because the labels are not given here, so it will not be an issue if you are taking a value plus or minus, right? 5 plus 5 minus doesn't matter much, right? What we are basically trying to understand is the concept. I will just write the values so that there is no confusion in that, but no, you need not worry about that. It is 200, 180, and it is 250, again 180. So it is your 300 and 280. So this is 320 and this is 260 and this is 150 and this is 100, right? You can take these values and then solve it. Udit has given answers, Chirag has given answers, Saurabh, yes, yeah, Udit, doesn't matter if you have taken some other values, it doesn't matter much. It will be maximum different, it will be differing by 5 only, so doesn't matter. Hmm. Everyone should answer it. Sir, sir, there is any way we can avoid confusion about the values in graphs? See, guys, if there is a confusion, first thing, you will be given labels over there because, it's not a paper-based set now, it is online. So, they, to avoid any controversy, they always give you, the labels, right? In case the values are not given, your question will not be differing by if you take +5, -5 in that value. But still, if there is a confusion or you are unable to get answer because of that particular value, you may just skip that. Hmm? Otherwise you can use a sheet of paper to measure the length, right? Sheet of paper को लेके कर सकते हैं, right? It can be done with a sheet of paper. आगे बरस Okay, most of you have answered, but only 10 or 12 have answered, right? There are many more who have not answered. There are 48 in this who have not answered. Anyhow, I am explaining it for you. Is it 0.2 for Onida? No, how it can be 0.2 for Onida? Let us see. See here we see, for Onida it is 200 and 180. So it will be, find the capacity utilization. It will be 90%. Is it clear to everyone? So if we take 175, then my answer would be 87.5, right? So that doesn't matter much, right? So here if we take 180 upon 250, it will be 72%, right? If you take some other value, answer will be different. For this value, this will be the answer. So if you take 280 upon 300, so this is approximately 28 upon 30 into 100, right? 93.33%, right? 260 upon 320, 260 upon 26 upon 320. So you cut it out here. It can be 325 also, but we'll take 320. This is 13 upon 16. So 1 by 16 is your 6.25. So this is approximately 72%. Approximately 72, 73%. Right? Then this is your 66.6%. Right? Got it. Good. Now, if he's asking us the percentage unutilized capacity, so I have to sum up all the values. 200 plus 250 plus 300, right? So this will be 200, 250, 450, 300, 750 plus 320, 1070. So this is, I think, 1120 is total. And if we take the gap, this which is unutilized, it is 20 here, 70 here, it is 90, and then 20 here, 70 and 20, it becomes 90, 20, 110, and 60 here, 170, 50 here, 220. So this is 220 upon this, which is approximately 20%. So unutilized capacity is 20%. It is 100 divided by 150. Aditya, last वाला तो बहुत आसान है, right? 100 divided by 150, 66.60. वीडियोकॉन में 82 के करीब आ रहा है. वीडियोकॉन में it is 60 divided by, let me just check it, 13 into 6. So yeah, sorry, it should be 82. Sorry, I just no, wrong multiplication. This was right. So this is 1 by 16 into, which is equal to 16.25 into 13. So this is 78 plus 4. So it should be 82. Yes, definitely Videocon is 82. Thank you very much for correcting it out. Right. Yeah, Videocon is 81, 82. Akash, it is very much right. Can we move to the next question? Is it clear how we calculate the percentages? Now, if in examination, if you have to see, you need not calculate everything. By looking at the graph, you can do this calculation. Let me show you how we can do that. Right? Let us see. Okay. So if I take this complete value, this is half of it. Let me take some other color so that it is... So this value is half. Now again half of that, right? Again half of that. So I am reaching half. This is 7 by 8, right? Let us, this is half. Approximately this is half. Now this is half. So this is your approximately 75%, right? This is your approximately 87.5%, right? So this is half. Let us say this is half of this. More precise, this is half, and then this is half, then this is half, and then this is half. So this will be around 93%, right? So this is half, and this is half. So this is half. this is around 80%, right? So this is half, this is half of half, so this is around 70%, right? क्या हो गया, कंफ्यूजन हो गया कि कैसे किया? How? Yes Aditya, I will just explain you how. Have you heard that बात 16 आने सच होती है, right? So what does that mean is, why we have 16 आना in a rupee, right? Why we have 16 आना in a rupee? Do you know why we have 16 आना in a rupee? Because if we divide it by half, we get, 50 paise, which we call it as 8 आना, अठन्नी. And then we have 1 by 4, if we get 25 paise, right? Which we, call it as chonni, right? So this is 4 आने. If we do 1 by 8, we got 12.5 paise, which is dwani, which is 2 paise, 2 anna, right? And if we do 1 by 16, it is equal to 6.25, it is 1 anna, right? So now this is half of half of half, half of half of half. So we know the percentages in half of half of half. So here what we did is, this half gives me 50%, another half gives me 25%, another half gives me 12.5%. So I am only left with 1/8 part over here. So 1/8 part is 12.5%, which is not there. It means it is 87.5%. I can visually do that. So this half is my, this half I can do it approximately. How much is that? It is 50%, and this is another half. So this is half of half, which is approximately 75%. So you see your half over here, which is 50%. Half of that 75%, again half of that 87.5%, again half of that. So I am not having is 1 by 16th part. So 6.25 is not with me. So approximately my value is 93-94%, right? And here I see half is here somewhere, right? Half of half is here, half of half is here. Here it is 75%, here it is 87%. So it will be around 83-84%. Got it? So Rahul Mehto is not getting it. Sir, please explain. I will just try to explain you again. Right? How by looking you can predict the values. Yes, one person got it. CC means what? Mehto, we do half of half by just visual, as I have crystal clear. Right? Thank you. Thank you, Rahul. I will just explain again for those who have not got this particular concept, right? This is not given in any books, dears, right? This you need to master if you really want to crack. Many students ask me, sir, how you get 99? See, this is one of the way how you get 99. You don't actually calculate in DI. You have to see in DI. DI में भाई देखना होता है, लिखना नहीं होता है DI में, right? Right. Hari Ganeshan says, great. It is. It had never struck me. Right. Anyhow, you start teaching, it will struck you also. Right. One or the other day. Right. I will just explain it again for all of you. See, guys, how we can do that? If I have to calculate this part is what percentage of this part, I know this is my base, right? This is the yellow lines are my base. Got it, everyone? So I will just take half of it by approximation, by visual approximation, not by calculation, not by value. Forget that this particular table is given to you. Forget about it, right? So this half, right? First you understand what do we mean by half. Half means 50%. 1 by 4 means 25%. 1 by 8 means 12.5%, and 1 by 16 means 1 by 16 means what? 6.25%, right? I have given you example of ana. So this is 8 आने, 4 आने, 2 आने, and this 1 ana, right? So 1 ana is 16 part of it. So why do we do 16 parts? So that we can divide, cut it easily, very easily. It's easy to understand for everyone. Even if you are not a quant wizard, इट विल बी वेरी इजी टू अंडरस्टैंड। आधे का आधा करना है यार, ठीक है, हाफ हाफ करना है, कुछ नहीं होता है, हाफ तो कोई भी कर सकता है, राइट। नाउ इसका हाफ बेटा यहाँ आएगा विजुअली इफ वी सी, और इसका हाफ यहाँ पे आएगा। सो दिस वैल्यू इज अप्रोक्सीमेटली 87.5%, because this half is half, this half is 1 by 4, this half is 1 by 8, so I am not taking 1 by 8, so my answer would be 87.5. So here if we see the total value, I half it, cut it from here, this is half, another half is here, right? So my value is 75, so this is 74%, right? If I want to cut it half, so I will cut it here. So this is half cut here, right? Half of this is here, and half of this is here, and half of this is here. So what I have done is half of half of half. So 1/16 is there. So 6.25 is not there. So it means approximately 93%, right? So let me take half of it here, right? And then you can half of it here. Then you can take another half here, right? Another half here. So this is, 75%. This is your 87.5%. So this will be around 85%, right? So we do half here, right? And we do another half here. So this is much lesser than the second part. So this should be around 70%, right? Got it or not, everyone? आया भाई समझ में? Yes, yes, yeah. Okay. So let us move to the next question. I hope this concept is clear to you. Guys, these three classes are for building your concepts of DI and LR. In future classes, we will be using all these concepts. When we are doing actual DI and LR, we will be using all these concepts. Right? Okay, okay, got it. Tanay says got it. So everyone got it. Right. So in this set, okay, so just, don't look at the questions here. These questions are not for this. Here what we have to find is, so this is your final value. Let us say this is value of 2002. So we have to find the percentage of each value as compared to taking base as 2002, right? So the question is, the sales of 1997 is what percentage of sales of 2002, right? So I would say, give you the values, then you have to calculate the percentage. So it is sale of to 1997. First question is what percentage of sales of 2002. Second question is sale of 1998 is how much more than average sales, right? And the third is sales of 2000 is how much, okay, is what percentage less than 1999, right? Three questions, just 2-3 minutes.
गड्डी पूछे यार उन्हें करने पैसे लोग
Yes, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 students have given answer. 8 of you have answered it. Hmm. Okay, okay, okay. So the first question was the sales of 1997 is what percentage of the sales of 2000. So if we want to calculate it exact, see, this is my base is 40 and this value is, let us say, 48, right? So it will be 120%, right? It will be 120%, right? Another is 1998 is how much more than average sale. So first I have to calculate the average of all, then I will calculate 1998 is what percentage more than the average sales, right? So here I will see this, I will draw a line here to find the average. I know you can do it by summing up all the values, and then maybe you can draw a line here, 30,000, you draw a line here, right? So to find the average value of it, so you see here we have this much, 10,000 extra, 10 here extra, 18 here extra. So 10 plus 10 plus 18 is there more than average. So here we are lacking around 10 plus 2, 12 we are lacking here, and around 5,000 we are lacking here. So 10, 12 and 5, 6. So this is what we are lacking. 18 we goes out. So this is 20 divided by 6. So 20 divided by 6 is extra with us. So it is 3,000 more than what we have 30,000 as here. So 30,000 plus 3,000, right? So my answer would be 33,000 value is my average, right? And we are asked 1998 is how much more than average sale. So 1998 is 7,000 more than average. I hope you all got how I got the average. See, Sunny, I will just explain you average again. See, you draw an imaginary line, right? Anywhere in the middle. So that imaginary line will help you, right? Let us say we have drawn this line. I will take some other color so that mm, so let us draw this line. So where we have 10 extra here, 10,000 here, 18,000 here. So I am having 10 plus 10 plus 18 extra more than average. Here I am having 6 minus or 5 minus. Here I am having 12 minus. So 18 this goes out. I am left with this 10,000, 20,000. This 20,000 will be divided among 6 to get the average. So my average will become 30,000 plus 3,000, right? It will be 3,300, let us say this. So this will be 33,000 approximately, right? So how much it is more than that? Okay, next question is sale of 2,000. So sale of 2,000, this is around 25,000, is what percentage less than the sale of 99? 30,000. So this is how much less? I can take it as 5 upon 30, because we are less than 1999. We'll take 99 as a base. So it is approximately 16.66% less than the required value. Got it, everyone? So we have done all three questions in this. We are moving to the next part of it. Okay, Sashi Bhushan, I am not able to get what you are asking. Can't we just do 48 plus 16 by 2? Yes, this will give you very rough value. Yes, you can do that, but it will be very rough value you will be getting it. Because this is approximately 18. So 48 plus 18 divided by 2 is, again, not a wrong answer, but a very much approximate answer. See, third is, this value is how much lesser than this. So this is 6 less than this. This total value is 30. So 30 में से 6 निकाल देंगे. 25 आ रहा है approximately, or 5 you can take. So this is 5 upon 30, 1 by 6. 1 by 6 is your 16.66%. Yes, third part we can very much do it by Anna method, right? I will just try to show you how we can do that. See, third we can do it by Anna method, right? This is half is this, right? And half of this is here, and then half of this is here. So this is how much? This is your half of half of half. So this much is lesser than that, but this is more than that, right? This total is 50%, this is 20, this is 12.5. So this will be somewhere half of it. So this is 12.5 plus 6.5 approximately, right? Or 6.25. So this is 18%, right? Lesser than that, approximately 18% lesser than that, right? Okay, let us move to the next question now. Please find the growth rate for each of the years. Find the growth rate for each of the year. Guys, you have to find the growth rate for each of the year. We have to find the growth rate for each of the year. Now this question everyone should answer. Everyone should answer this particular question, right? There will be 5 answers for 91, 92, 93, 94, 95. For all the years you have to find the growth rate. भाई सब लोग कैलकुलेट करो, क्या कर रहे हो यार? I want each one of you to answer so that I can see whether you have done or not. Aditya Kumar has only answered. Chirag has answered. Sabiha Hassan has answered. Rahul Rai got the answer. Only if you will give the answer, only then you can check, right? Whether your answer is right or wrong. No, Nancy, base year will not be same. Base year will change for every year. Deepan Gupta, Dipank Gupta got it. Ajay Nair, only for 92. Akash Dhondial got it. Everyone, please try to get it as soon as possible. Just calculate the growth rate for each year. Okay, you got good number of answers. 120 is not the growth. How you get 120? Anyhow, let us see all. Follow me. See here, my value is this. This value is, if we want to see what will be this value, first we need to label the values, right? See, if this is 10,000, this is 8,000. So I can remove this, last two values for easier calculation, right? Because we are calculating the growth rate, so doesn't matter much. Because growth rate, it will not make any difference. So this value is 120, this is 100, this is 80. So somewhere this will be 90, this will be 95. So I can say it to be 98. Got it? So this is 98. This half will be your 110. This will be your approximately 105. Or you can say 103 also, 104 also, because this level of difference will always be there. This will be 138, right? And this will be 145, and this will be 178, and we will take it as slightly lesser than half, 148, right? Sorry, 168. 168. Is the value is clear to everyone? First as 8875 is also fine, but 8875 is not the right answer. 8875 beta kaise lenge? Right? You have to take it as half of it is here. Here it half is there. You know, half is here. So this will be 90%, isn't it? So half of this 95%, right? 95 will be there. So somewhere this will be your 97, 98. Okay, so first growth rate will be 7 upon 98. First growth rate will be 7 upon 98, which is approximately 7%, right? Then second growth rate will be 33 upon 105, which is approximately 32%. Then it is 7 upon 138, which is approximately 5%. Then is your 32 upon 33 लगा लो, 33 upon 145, 33 upon 145 approximately, if we want to double it, 20 2%, 23%, I would say, approximately 23%. And then there is a decline of 10 on 178, which is approximately 5.5% minus, right? Is it clear to everyone? Let me see. 733, please explain. See, this is 7 by 98, so doesn't matter much. So it will be 7% only, or maybe you can write 7.2%. Then 33 changes from 105, so you can take 32, right? Because it is 5% less, or 31.5 can be better approximation. And then 7 by 138 will be 5%, because if it is 7 by 140, so it will be exactly 5%. Then the next is 33 upon 145. So if you want to calculate it, had it been 33 upon 150, it would have been 22%. है ना भाई? अगर 33 बटा, had it been 33 upon 150, the answer would have been 22%. So now it will be 145, so approximately 3%. You increase this by 3% to make it 22.7 or 22.8 or whatever. Right? Here again, this is your minus 5.5%. Is it clear to everyone? 9 it should, yes, your name is not there, but you have taken 9785. It should be taken in the first attempt. See, very good question, Prithvi Raj. See, had it been 10 by 180, so I know 1 by 18 is 5.5%. So changing it from 180 to 178 hardly makes difference by 1%. So I will not be bothering about changing this value by 1%. 7 by 98, नहीं 7 by 98 तो यही आएगा बेटा. See, if it is 7 by 98, I can best cut it as 1 by 14, which is equal to 7.14%, right? 7.14%. 99 would be too close. Actually, if you want to take 99, it is too close. And then it is 103. See, you need to half, cut it in half, then see what you are getting. You need to see and cut it in half to get what you are getting. Right? Any doubt, any question in this so far? Individual growth rates. This explanation of thought process makes it very clear and amazing. Please continue doing. Okay. I will be doing that, Prithvi, don't worry. Okay, Tanmaya Dikshit, your name somehow doesn't come. Yeah, Tanmaya and Prithvi Raj. Okay, if will not take half, then how do we calculate? See, either your table labels will be given to you. If labels are not given, then you need to this. Then what will be very close answer? See, this we are like. If we have very close answer and you are not given approximation, you think it like this: who will be then able to give answer? No one. Then it doesn't matter, right? हम डूबे सब डूबे तो नहीं डूबे ना भाई. कैट का सारांश इसी चक्कर में है. सब डूबे, हम डूबे तो नहीं डूबे. अब डीआईएलआर में कोई भी तीन से ज्यादा सेट नहीं कर पा रहा, आप भी नहीं कर पा रहे, तो डजेंट मैटर, राइट? बाकी लोग जितने कर रहे हैं उससे थोड़ा सा बेटर करना है. यू विल बी एबल टू गेट 99.9 परसेंटेज. आपने 300 में से 300 स्कोर नहीं लेना है. अगर वैल्यूज क्लोज हैं, देन वी हैव टू डू calculation, right? We have to, not calculation like calculation, then you have to do decision making कि भाई आपने एग्जैक्ट टाइम लगाना है, 2 मिनट 3 मिनट लगाने हैं, या आपने उस क्वेश्चन को छोड़ना है, right? Then you have to decide it, right? By and large, we have never seen a question where it is too much calculation and your answer is too close and options are not clear, then labels will be given very clear term. The values which are given on value, they will be given in very clear term if they are going to ask you about the exact value, right? Okay, Sabiha says it is not clear. Sabiha, see, the only point is how to take 98, right? What we do is, ये पूरा जो है ना, ये पूरा 20 है, right? So, if this complete is 20, this will be 10, and this will be 5, this will be 2.5. So, you can see which is the answer, right? It's clear, Sabiha. Very good, right? Very good. Yes, some of you have texted me also on my WhatsApp that you are not able to get confidence in your DILR, right? The only thing I would advise you to is practice. Attend all the classes, right? You will get to know how to do this. When start to solve the sets, if we don't know the basic funda, without basic funda, it is very difficult. From 7 by 98, 7 came. See, 7, this is 105, this is your 98, this is 105. So you have 7 increase upon 98, this will be 7%, right? Now let us move towards the last two concepts quickly. The last concept here we have is, the last concept is simple annual growth rate. See, simple annual growth rate is your initial value, which was 98, and the final value, which is your which was your 168. So you got 70 increase upon 98, right, into 100. This in change is your 714, approximately 71.4%. No, but this change is over 1 period, 2 period, 3 period, 4 period, 5 period. So simple annual growth rate, we have to divide it by 5 to get 14.28% as my Sagar, which is simple annual growth rate. Simple annual growth rate is nothing but first year, last year, difference divided by the first year divided by the number of years, right? Like 98 था यहाँ पे, here it was 168, the difference is 70, divided by 98 into 100, we get 74%. This is the total growth rate, but we are finding annual growth rate, so answer will be divided by 5. When in doubt, you may ask. So Vijay, you can solve practice sets now, it's not an issue, but before that you should be able to, right, clear the basic fundamentals, right? So there should be no, it should not be number of years 6. We take number of periods, right? Number of period is from A year to B, B to C, C to D, right? Not from the number of years. We don't count. Don't make that mistake. 20 set in LR and 20 set in DI, more than enough. More than enough, Subhiya. Right? Okay, last concept is your compound annual growth rate. What is compound annual growth rate? Let us try to look at compound annual growth rate. See, this value is 98, this value is 168. Beta ji, my compound growth rate will be 1 plus R upon 100 raised to power 5, right, is equal to 168. Here I have to write 98. So I need to find the value of R if I really want to calculate this value. But I cannot do it without a calculator, that too scientific calculator, because I need to calculate 1 by 5 power of 168 by 98, right, raised to power 1 by 5, right. तो भाई क्या करेंगे, what we will do, see beta, we will do something called annual average growth rate, right. What is that annual average growth rate? This annual average growth rate is, yes, Tanmaya, we can use calculator, but what about XAT, Snap, IFT? And calculator is not that easy. You can use it. It is your keep mouse based calculator. Anyhow, so let us say we have to find the growth rate for each of the years, right? If we know the growth rate of each of the year, it is A, B, C, D, and E. What we will do is we will take average of all the growth rates, right? So this answer is actually not my CAGR, but this answer is my AAGR, which is annual average growth rate, which will be very much approximately equal to CAGR. But if you have to hardcore find CAGR, we have to do it this way. But this will sufficiently give you, good answer, right? So we take average growth rate of each year, simple average growth rate of each year, divide it by 5. My answer will be annual average growth rate, which I can equate it to CAGR, compound annual growth rate. Is it clear to everyone? Okay, okay. Any doubt, any question you may ask? Not SAGR by 5. Yes, we have to, in that last question, we will divide it by 5. Do Arun Sharma sir's book, and then I will be sharing, in the month of July, I will giving you one set of practice questions which you can do it, right? So this will be like 98, not 98. See, dear, it is growth rate of this year that we calculated. It was approximately 5%, right? It was 7% approximately, and this was, I think, or let us say 20%. This was 10%, and let us say this was 5%. So sum of all the growth rates and then divide by 5. Yeah, Siddharth, how many question you need to do? Siddharth, DILR last 3 साल का देखेंगे बेटा CAT में, right? 3 sets are more than enough. But this is not how you prepare. You prepare to get the maximum number of sets that you can solve. And it depends on your level. If you are, good at DILR, you will be targeting 5 sets, right? If you're not that good in DILR, you may be happy with 2 also, right? So